I would suggest that we divide that framework for entrepreneurship education or enterprise education, whatever you call, into three domains. One is success in life. How do we measure success in life? Not just by money, but by, as you rightly said, by the values that we need to, and Masoorji also said about this, that we need to inculcate values and work ethics. We had a subject like moral science earlier. And Gandhiji had also said, we should not do business without ethics. Business has to be with ethics. So we need to develop that kind of value system. And that is what is entrepreneurship is all about. The second thing that we need to look at is how to create those abilities. I would not just confine it to the skills, but the abilities to take decision, to do creative thinking, socializing, because social science will definitely help students in learning about entrepreneurship. So we need to integrate all these things as part of the success in life, not just about money. So everything should not be sent, and this has been shown in the COVID pandemic that we have witnessed. It's not all about money, but it's important that we take care of our health. Health is the most important aspect of our life. So they should understand what is life, what is success in life. So this can go into grades 1 to 5. That's the framework I'm trying to build on. Now, when we talk of grades 6 to 8, which is, as NEP said, it's going to be middle stage now. So I talked about the foundational and preparatory stage. Now, in the middle stage, we can talk about what is success in employment. We just don't have to think of the wage employment, not just becoming doctors, engineers, or getting into lucrative professions. But how do we become productive citizens? And that is again what Gandhiji has talked about, 3H, linking head, heart, and hand. So we talked about heart from grades 1 to 5. Now we go to linking head and hand. So this we take up in the grades, that is the middle stage, grade 6 to 8, where we talk about success in employment. So students would be developing the skills demanded by the employers. They will be exposed to the variety of tasks, not just by the people who are into occupation, various occupations or vocations, but also talking about self-employment. What is the need for self-employment, for promoting self-employment, and how do we make our economy competitive? Because we are now a global economy. So competition with other countries, like for example, China, or any other country, we need to tell our students that if we want to become a 5 trillion economy, then we have to do all these things. We have to be productive. And this has already been demonstrated by, I was wondering why we don't call housewives or housemakers as entrepreneurs. They are the best example. Like my mother used to, stitch sweaters and, garments for us when we were little children. And this was entrepreneurship on. I mean, she used to innovate on those sweaters and things like that. But we never recognized them as entrepreneurs. So these entrepreneurship is not just about, creating enterprises, but adding on to the economy of the country. So motivation and determination to achieve their goals should be the part of the curriculum at middle stage. Now, finally, when we talk of grades 9 to 12, which as per NEP, it is the secondary stage now. Earlier it was secondary and higher secondary. Now it is, these 4 years have been termed as secondary stage. Now, during this stage, we need to encourage students to consider self-employment as a career option and equip them with the skills to become a successful business owner. So how to develop a project proposal, how to approach district industry centers, how to approach a bank, how to multiply your money when, and what are the various aspects of finance. So these skills needs to build. So financial literacy needs to be more focused on at the secondary stage, because this is the area where most of the people they fail in their life. The entrepreneurs fail. So how to manage their funds and finances. So that is the, not just because project proposals, they can make even approaching the banks or DIC or institutions like that. But then managing the funds, nobody is going to help you when you are, then you are on. And we have witnessed many of them entrepreneurs have committed suicide because they were not able to manage finance. So this is the area where we need to focus at a later stage in colleges and universities, incorporating all these skills so that they are able to, build their enterprise. I have a story to tell. There's one young guy called Anurag Dubey. He's a partner of this Chai Sutta Bar. And he was traveling with me in a flight from Raipur to Bhopal. And he started talking to me. This is where the social skills comes into picture. He said, "Sir, aap kya karte?" I said, "I'm a professor at NCERT." "Oh, fine. Oh, I'm so and so, and I have a enterprise called Chai Sutta Bar." I said, "What is the name that you're given?" "Chai Sutta Bar." So he said, "No, sir, it's just to attract young. And we are using eco-friendly products. We are not allowing any smoking in our stores. And we are just selling chai, and this is all masala chai and different flavors and things like that." So this is the innovation that they have come out. So as Shakespeare had said, what's in the name? So they looked at that. And he was an aspirant for IAS. And he left that. He said, "No, I'm not any more interested in becoming an IAS. I want to start my own venture." Now he's into many countries, and he has a turnover of almost 100 crore. So I invited him in the World Youth Skills Day celebration. He came and he addressed the young children. And what was the impact of that? The children started telling about the ventures that they would start. Some said, "I want to get into automotive, and I want to innovate into parts of the automobiles."
Yeah.
This is the impact that we need to build on. We need to invite such entrepreneurs in schools, and they should interact on a large scale, not on a small scale, with children. And we should ask those children that, "Now you tell us, what do you want to do in your life?" So you would find suddenly they would change, because they will be so inspired by the stories of these young entrepreneurs.